What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. What a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. We got another one of these types of videos to discuss today, and it's going to be once again about a very serious, significant player for the Chicago Bulls. Arguably our best for many of you guys, but even if he's the second best, whatever it is, it's a massive player for the Chicago Bulls, and it's injuries that we need to talk about. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bull Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Zach Lavine, which is the player that we'll be talking about today, his knee injury, and what do you expect will be the final outcome in terms of this entire situation, because it's still relatively unknown. But Zach Lavine did end up going to LA to go and get his knee checked out by specialists, and I think he is trying, or he's planning to play in the All-Star events, which could be seen as a good thing, could be seen as a bad thing. First things first, the fact that there's been no big identification on what's wrong with Zach Lavine brings me worried, because Zach Lavine, again, is very similar to Alonzo Ball situation. Alonzo Ball had his knee specialist checked out. Turns out he's out for 6 to 8 weeks, and no one really knew at the time that it was that serious, but it ended up being that serious for the Chicago Bulls. So the fact that Zach Lavine is going to LA to see a knee specialist is a very worrying sign in my opinion. But I guess the positive out of the situation is that if everything is not as bad as we first anticipated, like Zach Lavine planning to play in the All-Star game or playing in the All-Star events, then that means that there's nothing seriously wrong with Zach Lavine, and the positivity there is that he should be back after the All-Star break, ready to play for the Chicago Bulls once again. But this is the Chicago Bulls' luck, ladies and gentlemen. Another injury to talk about, which means Zach Lavine will most likely be missing the Spurs and the Kings game, which is very upsetting to me personally. But also, it could mean serious things if it's worse than first anticipated. And knowing our luck, it is probably going to be worse than first anticipated. So all I can say in terms of this, because I'm not going to make this video terribly long, I think a 2 to 3 minute video is perfectly fine on this situation, because I hate talking about injuries. All I can say is my fingers are crossed, and I really hope that Zach Lavine is not seriously injured. I really hope we will not see Zach Lavine get significant time away from the Chicago Bulls, and I really hope visiting this knee specialist is going to be positive news. He plays in the All-Star game, he plays in the All-Star weekend, he comes back for the Chicago Bulls, and we can finally just start getting some of these players really healthy and ready for the playoffs. A bad injury like this now is disastrous for the Chicago Bulls. So all I can say is that if there's any danger of Zach Lavine being hurt, he shouldn't be playing in the All-Star event. That should not be his priority. I don't care how massive of an accomplishment it is. The Bulls should come first in this instance. So I hope he's taking that into consideration. And even if it's not as bad as we first anticipate, but he could still potentially not be 100% by the All-Star game or the All-Star event, hopefully he really considers missing that event and playing for the Chicago Bulls right after it. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's bad news in my opinion, because it's just another guy injured. It's another serious contention player in Zach Lavine, an all-star injured for the Chicago Bulls, at least for the next 2 games in the meantime, until we get a further update on what's actually wrong with Zach Lavine. Let's just hope for the best, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we'll be sending prayers his way, and let's just see if we get another injury to talk about. I hope it's not the case. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.